do you just want to talk about your guitars a little bit? Like, what sets them apart from other guitars, do you think? And
Oh, gosh, my philosophy is that there is no one perfect guitar, Um, eh, so, to say this guitar is better than that guitar, it's all quite relative. So, what sets my guitars apart is more in the mind of the player, I think. What what they're looking for. But I just try to make when I made a guitar for Stanley, oddly enough, he was playing a carbon fiber guitar for a number of years, and I guess was not having a good time with it. So when he ordered a guitar from me, he said, "Just make me a regular guitar." And I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "Just don't make it too good." You know, he actually said that. Just a regular guitar. And I'm going, oh, okay. So, but of course, I'm all nervous and everything, and thinking, I gotta make the best guitar I can. And sometimes you over try, And, but I guess I think I make a guitar that's responsive, and I'm in a trend now where my guitars had very good trebles on them, and I'm trying to warm the trebles up with a little bit more bass. Where I've had like one guitarist, Michael Chapdelaine, told me once, he goes, "Forget bass, completely forget it. Just make good trebles." And I did that for years, and then you realize, well, you got to have bass, but I think that was a kind of a reaction to the Spanish guitars that had nothing but bass and very thin trebles. And so I'm just trying to make a guitar with a good balance. Response is the most important thing to me. It's like, when you pick up a guitar and your nail hits a string, that feeling of how much energy you have to put out to get a good sound. And that to me is the essence of the guitar. That's where everything happens, is that split nanosecond of striking the string. Forgetting volume, forgetting balance, any of this kind of stuff, it's that feel of the response of the string. So that's my number one, most important thing. So, and playability, I talked to Scott Tennant one time, and he told me the most important thing to him was just playability. That was becoming the only thing that mattered to him, was how easy the guitar was to play. And you see a trend from the 70s of these huge necks on these Ramirez and big, thick necks and everything. Now people want, thinner necks, narrower fingerboards, things like that. So I think playability is key. And, so maybe those things set it apart. I don't know,
yeah. Best people that play your
more
guitars.
up to the player, what they say sets it apart. Because, all I hear are my own guitars. I live out here in Santa Fe, and I think there's one guy in town that's a classical guitarist. And all the good guitarists are down in Albuquerque. So I got to drive like an hour, and nobody comes up to see me here. So
yeah,
all I hear are my own guitars. So I get jaded.
Yeah.